And with that, we welcome you inside the stand Sheriff Center. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match. What we got, C-Mac?
Well, for Coastal Carolina, they got to just settle the nerves after 10 hours of flying and 1 hour practice. I think they will play better today with a more calm attitude. And for Hawaii, expect a tougher match. Night number 2 is always tougher. Night number 2 is also a time where some teams have letdowns. I think Robin Amo won't let that happen, though, will she?
I would say definitely not. Last week, lackluster, to say the least, for Hawaii, getting swept at home to start a season in back-to-back matches for the first time in program history. They were competitive sets, however, Hawaii having a hard time closing Kansas State out a couple of times. Last night, though, no such problem. 25-17, 21, and 17, the final numbers, as the Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineup scroll at the bottom of your screen. Hawaii hit 282 for the match compared to .019 for the Chanticleers. But as you mentioned, we are expecting something a little more competitive here tonight. Skylar Williams getting the first crack for Hawaii and then placing it down oh so gently as the Rainbow Wahine first on the board.
Skylar Williams picking up right where she left off last night. Lots of energy and that big smile as she celebrates kills.
The ever-present ear-to-ear smile. Yeah, 5 kills on 10 attempts. No errors offensively last night for Skylar Williams. Oh, that cross-court swing by Annette Namath goes off of the dig and in. Another point for the Rainbow Wahine. Faith Ma'afala.
Call that a dig kill.
And Joseph Foreman, 7th-year head coach for Coastal Carolina. He doesn't dig that result, that's for sure. It is 2 serving 0 here very early on.
Namath unloaded there, had a good set. She just flat out got a good start for the Chanticleers.
Meanwhile, a fantastic start for the Rainbow Wahine as McKenna Granato deals her second ace out of the deck here in 2018. 3 serving 0 right off the bat. Coastal Carolina goes middle set, and that one off the block and down, off the palm of Dora Lulic, 6'2" senior out of Croatia. She was one of the bright spots, certainly, for Coastal Carolina last night.
Yeah, she really was. She had 5 kills, no errors, and 7 tries, hit 714. Monster numbers for a team that struggled kill percentage-wise.
And she is back to serve. Pass by Tita Aque, middle set, Williams. And oh boy, Skylar Williams has awakened here in the second weekend of the season.
I wonder if she heard Ryan Suji in the pregame. He said, go to the middles early and often. I think Lisa Strand-Ma would like that too, being a former middle that she is.
Well, Skylar Williams, her numbers pretty anemic based on the performance last weekend. But she has come out like gangbusters here in weekend number 2 with the serve. She had 3 service aces last night as well. A little miscommunication there. Free chance for Hawaii. Ma'afala goes middle to Leva. She's blocked. So Yosia will bump the back row set to Granato, who's dug up. Oh, another miscommunication on the side of the Chanticleers. Freebie for Hawaii. Ma'afala backside to Noreen Yosia. Good dig there by Carla Cahill. And it's sent across. Williams with the dig there. Outside it goes to Casey Castillo. Block. She keeps it alive. Joust at the net. Tapped up by Yosia. Ma'afala sets up Castillo. Hammers it down. And Hawaii wins a lengthy one.
Oh, it's always good to win those long rallies. Good for the confidence. Demoralizing for the other team. Nice set by Faith Ma'afala, Casey Castillo. I'm glad she didn't tip that just because she got blocked the first time. I'm glad she kept swinging away because clearly she can beat that block.
Another good serve by Hawaii. They're up 4 here in set number 1. And a dig there by Granato. Backside set, Yosia against a double block. Just split the wickets.
Yosia said last night in the post-game show, she said, you know, I'm not sure what I'm doing up there. I'm just going up. I'm hitting it hard. I'm trying to hit it where the block isn't. Pretty good strategy.
So 6 serving 1, and that time Williams sends it long. Yeah, Noreen Yosia, who is now the very diverse talent for the Rainbow Wahine, the Swiss Army knife, if you will. The definition of utility. She had 8 kills, 17 assists, 13 digs. 2 kills shy of a triple-double. Middle set, that's Leva, straight down to the floor. Sarah Leva, the transfer from Hawaii Pacific University, laying the smackdown there, and it's a 5-point advantage for Hawaii.
It seems to like that set behind the center line back set there, and she seems to like that. She doesn't cut the ball back like she does in the other set, so she keeps that ball in play a lot more.
You'll see it with the serve. It's a good one. Outside set. And the lefty swing by Reika Orsi-Toth results in a kill for Coastal Carolina. Like the energy so far from the Hawaii side.
Oh, yeah. They're very energetic. I see no signs of letdown yet. I like the way that Toth right there ripped that last ball. She's better known as a beach player, by the way. #2 beach player in all of Europe.
Angel Gaskin from the middle touched it over. So transition opportunity here for the Shanta clears, and a whiff on the dig attempt by Castillo. Ani Bozdova able to place it down in the middle of the Hawaii D.
Good bump set that time from Cahill.
So here is Reika Orsi-Toth with the serve. Perfect pass by Granato. Slide goes to Leva. We haven't seen too much of that action, the step-out action offensively for Hawaii. That time it was denied by Bozdova and company.
I'd love to see them run that again. Hawaii needs to develop this slide. Otherwise, they're going to be a predominantly left-side team. So developing that right side, very important.
Unset, here's Castillo from off the net. Good dig there by Namath. Outside, that's Bozdova off the block. You'll see it keeps it alive. Here's Gaskin with the swing. Blasts it by the block, which got caught towards the middle section of the net, and she took advantage.
Took that cross court because that's where Angel's tendencies are, to hit the ball across court. That time she came back down the line. I like that shot. I saw her hit a lot during warm-up. I was hoping she'd break out that line shot. Maybe she'll make it part of her permanent repertoire.
So here is Rika Okino, the 5'5" redshirt sophomore out of Kalani High School. 8 serving 5. Outside set, the swing by Bozdova. And that one had a little heat on it.
Bozdova struggled last night. 3 kills, hit 0-43. Tonight playing much better. 2 really good swings to start off this match.
Yeah, she is out of Bulgaria. Just a sophomore, played 1 season at Eastern Arizona, helping the Lady Monsters to a conference title. Gaskin roll shot. There's Coastal Carolina on the attack. It's Bozdova going hard angle. The pinball action is returned by Akio. Namath, one-hand save Okino, but for naught. Rika Okino is no longer just a serving specialist. She is a defensive specialist for this Hawaii team here in 2018.
That was a great play. How she just stretched herself out, keep that ball alive, keep the rally alive.
Had the first touch there. Second touch chased down by Yosia. Good crack there by Granato, but a better dig by Cahill. Here's Bozdova. And they're going to say that went outside the antenna, so that is a point for Hawaii. And we have a pretty competitive one brewing here in set number 1, C-Man.
I knew it would be a little closer. Let's see this ball go outside the antenna there. That's illegal. We got to keep it inside the antenna. But yeah, I'm not surprised that Coastal Carolina is playing a little better and Hawaii's getting tested.
Outside, here's Bozdova, tried to shove it past that double block. Okino, back bump set to Granato. Her dink hits the Terraflex. And the Rainbow Wahine up 3.
Granato usually brings the heavy hammer. That time pulls the string, catches Coastal Carolina on their heels.
So a cue with the serve. D set goes to Namath, and she is denied access by Skylar Williams.
Skylar Williams everywhere tonight, hitting the quick set in the middle, getting the blocks, moving to her left, going straight up, pressing over the net. Good form. Angelica Youngquist has got to be happy with her progress.
Serve goes long from a cue. Yeah. The off-season development of Skylar Williams was certainly one of the primary storylines for the Rainbow Wahine. There was the hope that, all right, let's wait to see what she turns into come her sophomore season.
Exactly, and Angelica has worked very hard to bring her along, and as with all the middle blockers for Hawaii.
Granato, solo blocker against her, and forget about it. She punishes that set.
It's almost not fair to get one-on-one. Something like McKenna Granado hits the ball so hard. That solo blocker up there better be taking away some territory. Otherwise, the back row is in trouble. A lot of chin music last night. Remember that?
Some high cheddar.
You used that word several times last night. I didn't hear the high cheddar part. Actually, I did hear it. I didn't understand it. What's high cheddar? Help me with high cheddar. Is that a cheese?
Yes, yes. Oh, great save there by Yosia. And sent over. Chance here for Coastal Carolina. They go outside. Namath blocked and roofed. Williams again.
She's everywhere. How about the one-handed save by Yosia to keep it alive? And here's the block to end it. Skylar Williams working really hard to get to the outside, better than she did last week against Kansas State.
High one run here for Hawaii. Williams hitting on that block as well, and then it's sent out by Bozdova. Skylar Williams making a huge defensive impact here in set number 1. And with Hawaii opening up a half-dozen-point lead, timeout, Chanticleer.
This presentation of Rainbow Wahine Volleyball is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Well, the hot hit for the Rainbow Wahine has continued from last night's match. They're going at a 421 clip right now offensively, C-Mac.
Yeah, they really got it going on, and, you know, Coastal Carolina doing a better job as well. Last night at the same time at the break, they were hitting negative. At least they're hitting positive here halfway through this first set. They got 5 kills, 4 errors, hitting 0.56, but nothing like Hawaii's 421.
Net violation called against Skylar Williams. 5-point advantage for Hawaii. That pass tight to the net. And it's going to be an interference violation called against Reiko Orsi-Toth. And Joseph Foreman, the head coach for Coastal Carolina, a bit of a disagreement with that particular judgment. You see Robin Amo-Santos in her second season at the helm for Hawaii. That pass tight to the net. And that's going to be a back row attack by Sarah Booth. So as a back row player, she went above the net there to touch it over, just trying to actually keep it, I think, on her side of the net, but wasn't able to do so. And so in the books, officially, it's a violation. Granato tickles the tape on the serve. Backside, here's Namath. Oh, that had some smoke trailing off of it. And a much-needed kill and point for the Chanticleers. They trail by 6.
I'm still waiting for Namath to really get going. You know, she's such a good player, got a great arm swing. She's a lefty on that right side. Hawaii doesn't see many lefties on the right side. I still feel like she's going to unload here pretty soon. But you know what else? Hawaii knows how good she is. They get 2 blockers on it all the time.
She's averaging 4.1 kills per set. Had a 25-kill match last week against Furman, where she hit 396. So yeah, these struggles, even if this is her freshman year, somewhat new for her here against Hawaii. And we're going to have a double hit penalty called against Coastal Carolina. So the officials have granted the Rainbow Wahine several points here over the last few sequences. And here is Williams once again to serve. It's interesting to see her serve becoming a legitimate weapon now behind that service line for Hawaii here in 2018.
Another one. Her comment in the paper this morning was, you know, last year I couldn't even get the ball over the net. Now she's serving up aces. 3 of them last night.
Here's Yosia against a single blocker. Noreen Yosia, 5'11" junior from Torrance, California, out of Redondo Union High School. Remember, she was the winner of the Andy Collins Award given to the top setter in the nation as a senior in high school. And here she is now 3 years into her college career, and she's playing as a pin hitter in addition to her setting responsibilities.
She was telling us last night that when was the last time you played outside? And she says, oh, let me see. I can't even remember. Maybe my sophomore year in high school I played a little bit outside, but I'm not really sure. And then she said, oh, but I'm sure liking it right now.
She does seem to be enjoying it. You know, another funny thing about the post-game interview with Noreen, she didn't know what a triple-double was. When they said, hey, look, you were 2 kills away from a triple-double, she asked, what is that? A triple-double, what's one of those?
I think she said something like, I'm going to get one tomorrow night.
Middle set, here's Levo. Oh, she had an extra spring in that jump. And right right now, Ma'afala working the middle with tremendous timing and accuracy. And with that, she subs out, as you'll see her rotates to the back row and assumes the setting responsibilities. And that's an ace. Second ace of the season for Yosia. I mean, think about this. Yosia is second on the team in assists and second on the team in kills per set coming into tonight. And that's also something that she can do right there.
And before the year's up, she'll lead the team in aces, don't you think? She's got that whip of an arm.
She did last year, right? That one goes long, however.
Once again, Hawaii passing with two passers, basically Akiu and Granato right now. Taking the whole court by themselves.
Here's Castillo. With some authority there. Hawaii back up 9. Now, we should also mention on the Coastal Carolina side some personnel issues, because Kyla Manning, who came in as their #2 hitter and an all-Sun Belt Conference preseason selection, was complaining of some under-the-weather symptoms this morning. And so she didn't make some of the morning meetings, and by the time she told Coach Foreman that she was feeling better this afternoon and good to go, he said, you know, it's a little late, we're set our lineups. You can't start, but you will be available to play tonight. So she is not out there at the moment. Gaskin getting her hands on that hit. Toth is dug up by Okino. Very nice layout there. Bump set to Granato, the roll shot. Sniffed out by Toth. Outside, Bozdova, high hands and down. Q at 5'3", gave it a whiff. Couldn't quite extend all the way.
Kind of needed a ladder there. What do you think? Just like a 3-foot ladder would have been fine. Bozdova, high hands, a great shot. She saw the block closing on her, so she goes for the high hands. Very effective.
Q taking on the setting opportunity here. And she goes wisely outside, high ball to McKenna Granato, who does the deed.
Very accurate bump set that time by Q. She's played incredibly well these last 2 weekends.
Senior transfer from Texas Tech, so experience in that Big 12 conference. Averaging 4.5 digs per set. Block getting a piece again here for Hawaii. Gaskin had to readjust the run-up, and we got a net violation called against the Chanticleer, so kind of bails out Gaskin there. And what we have seen from Angel Gaskin here in the very early going of her Hawaii career, timing is very important for her when it comes to her attack.
Exactly. She's got to have the set pretty much just right, in the right location, so she's still learning from the two setters how to get that accuracy down. So far, I'm really glad the coaches gave her another chance this weekend. She really struggled last weekend, but she played well enough during the week to earn a starting spot, and she's taking advantage of it.
Well, some setting struggles on the Coastal Carolina side, and Katrine Hackinson from Denmark is out there now, and that last set, which was too far outside the pin, was kind of on her. So aloha ball here for Hawaii in set 1. They're up 11. Bozdova off the block and down.
Bozdova cranking up 4 kills to lead all Chanticleers right now.
Number 13,
Number 43, team hitting 103, not a good number. Hawaii hitting, meantime, 519. The Chanticleers have run into, a buzzsaw here in Hawaii.
Hawaii just one hitting error as a squad, and that outserve seals the deal in set 1. And the Rainbow Wahine roll past Coastal Carolina here in the opening stanza, 25-14. They'll swap sides, set 2 after this. Welcome back. The Jack Fact, a Chanticleer by another name. So these are all different languages for basically what equates to a rooster. And this is accounting for the international flavor that is on this Coastal Carolina roster. 5 international players. See the Bulgarian version, Croatian, Dutch, English, the only one that I will attempt to pronounce here in this segment of the show. Yeah, rooster, we'll go with that. Hungarian, Italian. I wasn't prepped on this, so let's just play it safe. Err on the side of caution. You want to give us that for the Dutch translation of Rooster?
I'm going to look on.
All right, that was really good. Well, I mean, I think
rolled right out
I think it's really good. I wouldn't even know.
I have a question for you. Dora Lulic played at a very special school. Do you know the name of it?
Go ahead. Fill me in.
I really don't know. I can't find it. But I know it's a special school. I heard it's a special school. Let's see. Isosovaka Plasnika Gymnasia or whatever.
That was going to be my second answer. Now you're just showing off.
You know, there you see Joseph Foreman. He's bringing in 2 more foreigners in January. And he said they're going to be very good next year. He may bring in another setter as well. So he's being a little bit, I think, humble about how good they're going to be. They could really be good, like not only an NC2A team, but maybe advancing far into the NC2A championships.
Looks like a Bond villain, has the perfect poker face, right? You're right. He very much plays it straight. But I think he does like the elements that he has. They lost one of their legacy players in Leah Levert as Hawaii gets started with an ace, courtesy Faith Ma'afala here in set number 2. But Levert was a record-setting type of player, really a player that, according to this Chanticleer coaching staff, has absolutely left a legacy to be followed here for the next generations.
Big shoes to fill. Took many shoes to fill her.
Here's Namath going cross court. Right there is Yosia. Ma'afala high and away at a Granato roll shot. Played off the block. Here's the swing by Toth. Right in position is a cue. Granato a second time. Down the line and in. Pings up against that end line. Hawaii up 2-0. What are you seeing out of Coastal Carolina at the moment, Chris?
I think they're struggling with the fact that Hawaii's bringing the ball back so much. They're not used to being dug that much and have the rallies be as long as they are. So I'm sensing some frustration.
Good dig there by a cue. Here's Granato down the line for another kill. Granato with 5 on 9 swings. She is blemish-free so far.
How about this guy? Your first set. Hawaii had 11 digs. Visser had 5 of them. Half the digs. You're right. The Swiss
Army knife. Yeah.
Noreen Yosia. She's just doing it all. Setting, digging, and attacking.
Here's Namath. Oh, a cue down the line, able to pop it up in the air. Granato centers it, two-handed over by Castillo. Chance here for the Chanticleers. Middle set, that is Bozdova. Oh, make that Lulic, I should say. And she's able to bounce it off the floor for Coastal Carolina's first point here in set 2.
Lulic, our player of the match last night, 5 kills, no errors. Tonight, 3 kills, no errors. She is yet to make an error this weekend. Attacking.
Sydney Alvis, a transfer from UNC Wilmington, now a senior here for Coastal Carolina. She's on the floor. Good dig there by Booth. But a free ball coming here for Hawaii. Ma'afala picks and chooses, goes backside to Granato against a solo blocker. And a net violation called against Coastal Carolina. And they're just having a hard time finding any sort of traction right now. And that's got to be frustrating here for Joseph Foreman, a 2-time conference coach of the year. Was named that in 2015 when they were still part of the Big South Conference, and then last year in their second season in the Sun Belt. Here's Namath, the dink, pancake save, a cue, busting out the spatula. Here's Castillo, obliging that great defensive work by Tita Q.
And Castillo giving an extra high five to a Q right there, who gives up her body, gets her hand underneath the ball. And Castillo is the beneficiary of getting yet another kill. Castillo now with 3 kills.
Williams got a touch on the dump attempt there by Booth. And then from the back row, Granato misses wide.
A rare error. Only Hawaii's second hitting error of the night. They're playing really high percentage volleyball.
Yeah, first for Granato. He has 6 kills now on 11 attempts. And here is Namath. out of Hungary, just a freshman, fantastic looking freshman. Struggled last night though. We'll see if she can get going here. Still a lot of volleyball left in this Hanaho rematch. Pumps it long there. And that is another point for the Rainbow Wahine. Namath played for the Hungarian national team, was named the best youth player in the country of Hungary in 2015. I mean, she comes in with all kinds of accolades.
And she's been frustrated that she's had 2 blockers on her since she walked out of the locker room.
Yeah, that's right. They followed her off the plane.
Yeah.
Maafala sets up Castillo. And that goes off of Namath and into the seats. It is 7 serving 2. Hawaii has very much been in control here so far. Following up that 25-14 victory in set 1. Hawaii hit 519 in the first stanza. They're at 444 here in set 2. Served by Williams. Pass tight to the net, and the middle set to Christina Nance. Not in rhythm.
I think you're going to give a lot of credit to Skylar Williams on that serve. She's serving accurately, with speed, and it's causing all kinds of problems on the reception side for Coastal Carolina.
And that was actually working for the Chanticleers last night, that middle set to Nance. She was another player that made some waves, just a redshirt freshman, but had 4 kills to go along with 3 blocks last night. She's been quiet so far in this one. So here is Reika Orsi-Toth now to serve from Rome, Italy. Said to be one of the jokesters on the team, one of the more bubbly personalities. Here is Castillo.
Well, Castillo hitting high and hard. She looks fresh. Her legs look fresh. Her arm looks fresh. She's just coming off 2-a-days, but she is alive out there. Nice bump set from McHugh again.
So 9 serving 3, and it's about to come here from Yosia. Good pass there. Outside set, Bozdova. Right there is Granato. Here's Yosia outside the Castillo. Took a little something off. Toth with the dig. Middle set, that's Nance's blocked by Leva. Scramble play now for Coastal Carolina results in a free chance here for Hawaii. Yosia, middle, Leva. Didn't get all of it. Diving save Namath. Outside, it's Bozdova from off the net. Diving save Yosia. A cue, bump set, Castillo, quick hop. And right there is Toth. We play on. D-set goes to Namath. Roll shot, block out a piece. So Yosia high balls it outside to Castillo, cross court. Good chase down on the second touch there by Toth, and this rally continues. Yosia this time backside to Gaskin. Can Coastal Carolina return it? Yes, they can, and we still play on. Leva finally puts a punctuation on that one.
What a rally. The longest of the 2 nights by far. 15 must be, oh, I don't know, the number of times the ball crossed over the net. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Leva's number. Great shot.
Yeah, I love one of the signs from the Antes in the introduction. It was, I'm a B-Leva.
B-Leva, yeah.
And that one just missed the court wide. Coastal Carolina hitting negative 0-7-1 here in set 2.
Like a bad dream reappearing again when they hit negative last night. More errors than kills.
Oh, but there's an ace. Carla Cahill, who had 14 digs last night out of Oak Lawn, Illinois. 5'8" junior. Gets Coastal Carolina within a handful. Alas, the following serve into the twine. See some of the discussion on the sideline there for Coastal Carolina. Remember, we have yet to see Kyla Manning, who we were told is available tonight, even though she was feeling some under-the-weather symptoms this morning. Good decision there to pull the string by Dora Lulich. And that is her 4th kill. She still has yet to commit a hitting error, as you alluded to earlier. And there is Manning. Also hit negative numbers last night, had 5 kills, but She is a conference preseason selection. She was an all-conference tournament team selection last year. Finished second on the team, in fact, in kills as a true freshman in 2017. So she's an important piece here, and we have yet to see here on night 2.
Absolutely. She's usually the second go-to player offensively, and she's yet to get on the floor tonight.
Q with the serve down the line. Bozdova. Good chunk of the block was made there by Williams. Then the block right back at you as Granato got it turned in reverse. Bozdova getting a good piece of it. Lulich right next to her.
And so we speak about Manning, and here she comes.
They must have heard us. So Manning out of Atlanta, Georgia. 3-year captain at Chamblee High School. Back out onto the floor, making her first appearance tonight. Here's Williams, Skylar Williams. Good timing exemplified there among the setters for Hawaii and the middle hitters so far tonight.
Absolutely. Good connections all the way around. How about the offensive play? Diversified. Granado with 6, Castillo with 5, Skylar Williams with 4 kills, Yosia with 3. Sarah Leva with 3. I mean, everybody's getting in on the action.
Yeah, pair of kills for Gaskin as well. That was a good swing from Annette Namath. One of the better swings we have seen her exhibit throughout the 2 matches so far.
She gets up there quickly and gets the field goal out of Skylar Williams.
Substitution number 7, Sydney Alvis.
So Alvis comes in now for Bozdova. Offensive substitution here for the Chanticleers. And it is Lulich to serve. Home set by a Q to Yosia, hitting from the outside pin. It doesn't matter. Wherever they have her, she seems to be effective here this weekend.
She's uncanny the way she gets kills. She sees where the block is, so she just goes high over the hands. The block almost, I think, shielded the diggers from seeing where the hit was coming from.
I mean, it's still, the novelty hasn't worn off yet. We're talking about a 2-time All-Big West Conference first-teamer at the setter position.
And the best setter in the country when she was a senior.
Who is now just one of the key hitters for the Rainbow Wahine. Castillo got blocked, but good cover by a Q. Castillo a second time. And right there is Cahill. Here's Manning with her first effort of the evening. It's dug up. Castillo, third time was not a charm. Backside set this time to Yosia down the line right there. It's covered by Cahill. Here's Namath. Oh, that one had some smoke tailing off of it.
She unloaded on that one. Like I said, I still think we've yet to see the best of Annette Namath. Hawaii's done a great job getting 2 blockers up on her. They have a couple of lucky digs on her.
So Hawaii by a handful. Here's Castillo getting a lot of work here in set 2. Now Manning from off the net. Into the net it goes. And so Hawaii gets to the 15-point mark first. Timeout on the floor. Goes by a half dozen. Welcome back. Let's check out the First Hawaiian Bank top 3. We're looking at Hawaii career kills. And Kim Willoughby, who is tops in digs, is also number 1 in career kills by a pretty significant margin. Jamie Houston in the number 2 position, and the great T. Williams is 3rd on that list.
I think Williams probably would have broken that record if she played all 4 years.
True.
She only played 3.
Very good point. But regardless, Kim Willoughby, one of the great Rainbow Wahine, not just volleyball players, one of the great University of Hawaii athletes of all time.
Yeah, no question.
Here's Manning. She goes wide of the floor, out of the timeout, and Hawaii just continues to roll here. And Coastal Carolina continues to struggle. They are flatlining it in terms of hitting percentage here in set 2. And I'm not sure if they've been able to figure out an answer as Williams goes into the net. I mean, they've been trying some different combinations. They've been attempting to crack this code here that has been their unexpected struggles in the Stan Sheriff Center. What can they still try to do?
Well, they've had some self-inflicted wounds where they've hit balls out or into the net that they shouldn't have, but they're also facing a Hawaii team that's very emotionally charged and wanting to win in front of the Stan Sheriff crowd, a big crowd on a Saturday night. They're not wanting to have these fans go home disappointed. And so it's tough for this Carolina team to play a home team that rarely loses in this building.
Kayla House credited with the solo stuff on that last sequence. Here's Castillo going over the double block and wide. And, well, it's a game of momentum, and Coastal Carolina within 4 here, and still a lot of volleyball to be played. In set number 2, little 3-point burst for the Chanticleers.
A terrific bump set, by the way, from Yosia. Right on the money.
Q with the pass. Ma'afala goes high and away. It's Castillo. Solo blocker up, and it was Booth at 5'8", trying to go one-on-one with the 6'3" Castillo. I like Casey's odds in that particular instance.
Major mismatch there. It's like you guarding, I don't know, Kevin Durant.
I would hold him to 40.
In the first half.
Yosia with the serve. Middle set. That's Booth. And that is Ruth's solo style. Sarah Leva saying, ole.
Sarah Leva also knows how to celebrate. She's getting into the whole celebration.
Oh, yeah.
She and Ma'afala, both of them pretty demonstrative, wouldn't you say?
I would say between Q, Leva, and Ma'afala. Man, that is a lot of enthusiasm.
They could light up the room.
For sure. Very valuable to a team, there's no doubt. Here's Nemeth, blocked in Ruth, Leva. A second time. And a timeout called by Joseph Foreman. We're all becoming B-Levas. Hawaii by 7. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Heineken. 14 is the number. That's the height difference in inches between Hawaii's Tita Aq and Natasha Burns. Yes, Burns over a foot taller than the starting libero for the Rainbow Wahine. Bozdova. Are you serious? Sarah Leva has built a wall at the net.
She's on fire right now. She's got the big smile going too. She moves quickly to the outside. She's so athletic. See how she closes that block? There's no room for the ball to get through.
Younger brother Isaac was a redshirt freshman for the men's team here at UH last season. They are believed to be the 7th brother and sister combo to play at the University of Hawaii. Here's Castillo, quick hop. But Kayla House getting the gist of that.
Consider House built a roof.
Hey, every house needs a roof, right?
Yeah.
Hawaii by 7. You'll see a quick set to the outside pin, and Castillo unable to make quality contact that time. Misses the floor wide.
Great set that time, and Castillo chose the right shot down the line. The line was wide open.
This time a bump set higher for Castillo. Great dig there by Cahill. Outside Bozdova, the dink. Yosia was waiting. So Aq bump sets Granato from the back row. We haven't heard from McKenna in a little while, but that's kill number 7.
I think it's good that we haven't heard from McKenna in a while, because I think that means that Hawaii's offense is becoming more diversified, not relying on her quite so much.
Double-figure kills in all 3 matches so far this season, including 15 last night for McKenna Granato. On her way again here on the 4th night of the season. Diving save attempt by Gaskin Fornat. And a point for Coastal Carolina. Chanticleers 1-3 coming into tonight. Hawaii 1-2. Chanticleers preseason pick to win the Sun Belt Conference East Division. I mentioned last night they have won 4 straight conference titles going back to their last 2 years in the Big South. Before moving over to the Sun Belt. Leva, well, we've seen a lot of her defense. There's a little bit of offense sprinkled in, and Sarah Leva has been dominant here in this last stretch of set 2.
She had fun. Notice where first place she goes, sitting right next to her middle blocking coach, Angelica Ljungqvist, 4-time All-American Angelica Ljungqvist.
Lulich's swing, meanwhile, goes off of the net and out.
Is that her first error of the weekend?
You are correct.
She's been pretty amazing.
Still hitting .571, leading the Chanticleers with 5 kills, but Hawaii closing in here. And that's an ace. Q placed it right smack dab in that deep corner. And it's Aloha ball here in set 2. Q leaves it short this time. Backside, Bozdova, cross court and in.
Nice little touch shot by Bozdova. Kind of looped it in over the off blocker and down right on that line on the sideline. Great shot.
The thin slice there from Ani Bozdova. Still Aloha ball for Hawaii, middle set, Williams. And that puts an end to set 2.
The Middles are having a field day.
Absolutely. All Rainbow Wahine through 2. They take set 2, 25-16, and for the second consecutive night, they'll have a chance to crack into that broom closet.
The pass a little tight to the net. Maafala just could not stay away.
Bump set outside. Here's Yosia. This time the touch sniffed out by Bozdova. Backside, it's Namath. And the block hadn't formed for Hawaii, and Namath took advantage. That is kill number 5.
That was vintage Namath right there, but Hawaii, for some reason, did not have 2 blockers up on her. You saw Sky Williams got a little bit faked out there. She should have just stayed with Namath and let the other side go.
So 5 kills for Namath, into positive figures now in terms of hitting percentage. And how about Granato busting out a little beach ball?
He's been playing enough volleyball to know where the open spots are, and that was one of them. Smart play.
Oh, it's simple, right? Just put it where they ain't.
Is that a Ty Cobb saying?
That's right.
Is that right? Was he the greatest hitter of all time? He said, well, just game simple. Just hit him where they ain't.
Imagine if he played in the era of all of the defensive shifts and those kinds of things. There's a lot of places where they ain't nowadays. 3 serving 1. Yosia goes cross-court, bumps it to Castillo, and she goes cross-court and in.
I'll tell you something. That was a very difficult set by Yosia to get that ball all the way out to Castillo.
Yeah, she makes it look so easy sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's way more difficult than what she showed just then.
So here's Skylar Williams. 3 service aces last night. Into the net it goes on that occasion. So Coastal Carolina by a pair here in set number 3. Big upset in college volleyball here tonight as number 9 BYU upset number 1 Stanford in 5 sets.
Must be a misprint. You think? Maybe a misprint?
Outside. No, unfortunately, C-Mac. It is true as Castillo goes off the block and down.
4 or 5?
5. Very early in the season.
Probably in Provo.
For your alma mater.
Probably was in Provo.
Whatever makes you sleep better tonight.
Well, probably good for him. I always believe in early season losses, don't you?
Well,
that's the only way you get better. You don't. Early season losses help you avoid late season losses.
Marino Sia with the ace. I would imagine Robin Amos Santos and company subscribe to that theory. Remember last year, they started 0-3 in their season opening tournament, and they were able to still log a 20-win season, get into the NCAA tournament. They go 0-2 last weekend to get 2018 underway, and here they are playing some pretty sharp volleyball in weekend number 2 against Coastal Carolina. Here's Castillo. By the double blocker, right there was Cahill. Manning, a little extra effort on that swing. And goes off the block and down.
She's got some fresh legs and fresh arms, so she didn't play the first set. She looks good. Nice high reach, good snap inside.
Oh, that may have been an out ball. Two-handed in the air by Granato. Bump set to the outside pin, and Castillo caught it fat. Here we go, chance for the Chanticleers. Namath, did she get a touch? Yes, she did. And so a point for Coastal Carolina, and Namath starting to find as much of a groove as she has over the last couple of nights.
And again, Hawaii going with a two-person passing. Akiu and Granato covering the whole court. Most teams pass with 3.
Castillo straight down to the floor. Yeah, that was something that Robin Amos Santos actually referred to in that immediate post-match interview. She said, hey, look, that was a really positive thing that we were able to pass with those 2 service receivers.
You won't always be able to get away with it. Teams that have really good jump servers where the ball's coming over really quickly, it's going to be a little more tricky, but teams that are basically jump floating, they should be able to pass with 2 with no problem.
Serving has been a bit of an issue, though, for Hawaii in this third set. They trail by 2. So here is Manning. 7 serving 5 in favor of the Chanticleers. Akiu with the first touch. High ball goes to Granato. And that was heavy-handed. Kill number 9 for McKenna. Hitting up near 500. She also has 6 digs. She had double-double performances in both those sweep defeats last weekend. Bozdova, two-handed in the air by Yosia. Okino, the diving bump set to Gaskin. The dink rattled around, and it won't be returned. Rico Okino, though, saving the day with the layout bump set. Hawaii gets the point, and we're tied at 7. Rico Okino, one of 3 defensive specialists on the roster here this year for Hawaii. That's actually the fewest number of defensive specialists.
Dave shows you still have like half a dozen.
That's right. That's right. He had the same approach to defensive specialists that you would say Nick Rolovich or even back in the day June Jones had to quarterbacks. You could never have enough.
Never have enough.
But this is actually the fewest number of DSs that they've had since 2004. Touch there by Granato. Good layout save by Namath. Bozdova, her dink. Layout save by Granato. Yosia tried to catch him sleeping, but instead it is transition to Lulich, who goes off the block and down.
Lulich is pretty much money on a transition play. She puts the ball down at such a high rate. Only 1 error in 2 nights of play. She's a good one.
Here's Granato, winds up, uncoils, and unleashes. We're tied again, inching along here in this third set. Actually, Hawaii trailing by 1, I should say. Inching along, though. 8 serving 9 coming up. Granato in the double figures, though, for the 4th straight match. 10 kills on the night for her, hitting 471. Oh, how about that? You gotta love that.
Smiling all the time. There you see the smile. She's the Energizer Bunny on this team, I'm telling you. It's a very different serve than last night where she served it under the net. Remember that?
Lulich's facial reaction said it all. What are you going to do about that? Here's Granato through the double block. Saved by Manning outside. And that one hit into the back row by Bozdova. It will be returned. Here's Yosia off the block and out. She tooled it. And the Rainbow Wahine jump in front.
Yosia has a way of chiseling that outside blocker's hands. 5 kills tonight, only 5 more for her to get in double figures.
Well, she has 12 assists and 10 digs, so the triple-double is once again...
It's within reach. Should we tell her? So she said she didn't know last night what a triple-double was.
Yeah, she'll find out very soon. Ma'afala, high ball, the Granato, the crack off the block and down.
Players did a better job of hitting those high balls to the outside off the end blocker's hands as opposed to going strictly cross court, which is much more blockable and much more diggable. 4 straight points here for Hawaii.
Ma'afala with the deep inhale, then lets it fly. And a nice decision there by Sarah Booth. Standing at 5'8", a senior. That was a senior savvy type of play in that moment.
She's had that setting spot for 4 years, so she knows when to hit that dump shot and when not to.
10 serving 11. Tight one here so far in set 3. Ma'afala one-hand set to Williams, but wasn't able to get it above the tape.
Remember, Williams going to set her pretty high. She's 6'3". It says 6'1", but she plays like she's 6'3".
Yeah.
If you're going to one-hand set that thing, you got to set it up high.
So we're tied again. Aquino with the first touch. Ma'afala backside. The block was not there, but a great dig by Booth as McKenna Granato put her hurt on it. Namath is dug up by a cue. Here's Granato again, cross court. I would say that counts as a little high cheddar.
Yeah, it does.
The chin music once more.
She's got such a great arm swing. She goes up well, she's not a great leaper. She'll admit that herself, but boy, does she have a good arm swing. She needs no approach, by the way. One approach will help her. Two-step approach will be even better. But she can do it with just standing there. She's got such a great arm swing. That's why she hits well out of the back row.
Meanwhile, Lulich does it again. 12 serving 12. Here it comes from Bozdova. Renato with the first touch. Backside set is Yosia. One-on-one against Toth. Now Namath. Right there is a cue. Here's Castillo. Had to touch it over. Chance here for the Chanticleers. Bump set goes to Namath against the double block. A cue to save. Ma'afala surveys the floor. Goes backside to Yosia. And did you see Ma'afala with the sort of look away to the outside hitter? And the entire Coastal Carolina front row seemed to be leaning that way. She goes backside to Noreen.
Noreen's got a split block to hit against.
Now win for Hawaii, number 5, Janelle.
You see what Noreen did? Right after she got the kill, pointed right to Ma'afala and said, hey, thanks, girl. I like those split blocks.
She understands exactly the setter decision in that situation. Janelle Gong out of Moraga, California with the serve for Hawaii, and Namath off the block and down. Janelle Gong, who attended the same high school as Kirsten Sibley, Campolindo High School in Moraga, California, the same high school that was attended by the Worsley brothers of the University of Hawaii men's volleyball team. A lot of Moraga here in Manoa.
M-O-A. I guess it all goes together, huh?
There you go. Oh, that's an ace. Good serve there by Lulich. And all of a sudden, Coastal Carolina jumps up one.
This is how I expected Coastal Carolina to play from the beginning tonight. I expected to be close to 15 points in all 3 sets. They've only had it really close here in the 3rd set.
Crowd trying to turn up the volume. Ma'afala goes middle. Leva! She has just been smashing the ball here tonight.
One of the things I like about Faith Ma'afala is that she will not set the middle when it's a perfect pass on the net. She'll set the middle when she's off the net about 3, 4, 5, 6 feet. Then she'll fire to the middle, which leaves the other side guessing as to where the set's going to go.
So 14 all. We're tied for the 7th time in set 3, but tied no more as Yosia deals another ace out of the deck. Timeout on the floor. Goes by a digit. Welcome back. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank. What are we looking at here, C-Mac?
Well, Hawaii's going with a 2-person passing formation. You see Akio there got circled. Watch her steal the court away from Okino. The coaches want Akio to start passing more court. She's been the best passer so far this year. So why not give her more territory? So she'll do anything like she'll cut right in front of other players in order to do that. And I think Robin Amos Santos is happy that she has more territory. Why not give her more territory?
Akio, a fantastic defensive player, recorded over 1,000 career digs in her time at Texas Tech. And boy, she has just fit in very efficiently and nicely here for Robin Amos Santos' crew.
I'll tell you, it's tough to fill the shoes of Savannah Kahakai.
That's for sure.
She was one amazing player. Look at
Almost got it up there.
She's starting to load up. I tell you, she's getting better as the weekend goes on. And she's also seeing some more split blocks. And now she's starting to hit line a little bit more.
Tops on the team with 8 kills. Positive figures hitting percentage-wise, 182. Here comes the serve. Hawaii out of system. It'll be Granato from the back row. Rolls it over. Shanta clears on the attack. Here's Namath off the block. Good save there by Gaskin. Here's Castillo. Gets it down. Well, Castillo doesn't always fireball it, but she's been much more conscious of where she's placing the ball here, it seems, in the early portion of this season.
Exactly, and she's doing a better job of choosing when to light it up and when to pull the string and when to do a shot that's in between that. Hence, she's got 10 kills on the night. And she's hitting 260, not bad for an outside hitter.
Still leading the team in attempts, too. 10 kills on 27 swings.
Granato's catching up, though. Granato hitting 455.
Well, that was a deep serve, but played by Cahill. Toth, the southpaw, dug up by Granato. Here's Yosia outside to Granato. And it hit the pin. We're tied at 16. Coastal Carolina has yet to win a set here in the Stan Sheriff Center this week. Can they do it here in set number 3? Down 0-2. And you got to give some credit to Joseph Foreman's team. They have been absolutely pummeled throughout the last 2 evenings, but here they are still putting up a fight in the 3rd set.
There's a lot of credit. You got to think that they are feeling much more confident.
Near ace. It'll be a free ball sent over. Chance here for the Chanticleers. They go middle. It's House. Misses the court wide. It was there for her, Chris.
She had one blocker up. She turned in the right direction. Just cut it a little bit too much. Good swing.
So Hawaii up 1, and it's a cue. Namath off the block. Gaskin the first touch, so it's Yosia outside to Granato. Little confidence from Gaskin in fielding that dig.
Smart for her to do that. That way Yosia gets the second ball.
Worked out nicely for Hawaii. Timeout, Coastal Carolina. Welcome back. For the latest information on UH Athletics, go to hawaiiathletics.com for UH news, tickets, videos, and more. Also visit UH's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube sites to follow your favorite teams and get current fan promotions. A cue to serve out of the timeout. Hawaii up 2. Good swing there by Bozdova through the block and down. We should take a moment to send a congrats to one of the local players playing D1 volleyball on the continent, and that is UC Riverside's Kaiulani Ahuna out of Kamehameha, Hawaii, named the AVCA National Player of the Week last week. The first Highlander ever to claim the honor, had 80 kills in 3 matches. In fact, 30 kills versus Montana, which set the program rally scoring era record for a single match, as Riverside went 2-1 in the Riverside Fullerton Classic. So congrats to her, and a little props for the Big West there.
We'll get to see her sometime. When is Riverside?
Riverside will be coming to Hawaii on September 29th.
That'll be fun watching her play. She'll get to come back to her home state.
Circle the date. Comes set by a cue. It's Granato off the block. Coastal Carolina outside. Bozdova blocked. Pinballed around. Freebie coming here for Hawaii. Gaskin the first touch. Middle set Williams. And that was an out ball, but Toth went after it. And it went off of her hand and out.
I think Toth thought that it might touch the block first. That's why she made a stab at it. But you're right. It did not touch the block. Had she not reached for it, it would have been an out ball. But Williams will happily take and kill a number 6. She's now hitting 556. Only one error, but from Skyler tonight.
And that one blasted long by Ma'afala. We are tied at 19. A little bit of drama here towards the latter portion of a set. For the first time, really, in the last 2 evenings.
I think Robin Dos Santos has got to actually like this, to have a game go to 19-0 and see if her team can finish a set. Something they struggled with last week.
There's Granato through the double block. Good looking set that time by Faith Ma'afala.
Lulich a little late to the outside. That's because I think Faith Ma'afala had her faked out a little bit.
Ma'afala is a competitor through and through. Bozdova caught it fat. Was there a touch? No touch up front. That's another point for Hawaii. They're up 21-19.
Coastal Carolina with another timeout left. Let's see if they call it.
Hawaii with 2 timeouts, just so you know. Here's Bozdova. Oh boy. Hawaii by 3. And a timeout taken by Joseph Foreman, the final timeout for the Chanticleers. We'll take a timeout as well. Stick around for the Heineken postgame show coming up right after the match as our corner crew will break down all of tonight's highlights and statistics. Hopefully bring you a post-match interview with one of the players as well. The only question is, will that postgame show come up after this 3rd set or sometime later in the match? Hawaii by 3 out of the timeout. 22 serving 19. Good serve by Granato. And it winds up a free chance here for Hawaii Ma'afala. Backside Yosia against a solo blocker. And that's another kill for Noreen Yosia, number 7.
Needs 3 more for the triple-double.
But they need 2 more to finish the match. I'm not sure if the math will quite work out for her unless this match is extended. Backside Bozdova off the block and down.
Coastal Carolina.
Good line hit there by Bozdova. Bulgarian national team, played in the youth team, under 18, under 20s. He's had a lot of international experience.
Bozdova with the serve. Pass by Aq. Chased down by Ma'afala. Bump set to Castillo. Blocked. Aq kept it alive. But they're going to call a lift against Castillo on that second touch. And so Coastal Carolina within 2. Into the match comes Kyla Manning once again. The Chanticleers are not ready to end this Hawaii trip. Serve goes down the line. Ma'afala, bump set to Castillo. Dug up there by Cahill. Outside set, Manning, the touch, sniffed out by Ma'afala. Scramble play here for Hawaii, and a free ball coming for the Chanticleers. Booth goes backside. Namath off the block and out. Point Coastal Carolina, they're within 1, and Robin Dos Santos will now signal for a timeout.
It's getting exciting. And when in crunch time, notice who they're going to. They're going to Namath. She, of the big left arm, picks up kill number 9. Tonight hitting not negative, hitting positive tonight, 200.
Hawaii led by as many as 4. Remember, we rewind to the second match last week against Kansas State. And Hawaii led 24-20 in set number 2. Only to lose that set in extras, 27-25. The final there. And they would end up losing that match, obviously, in straight sets. But Robin Dos Santos with another opportunity to see what her team is made of in these situations. A little bit more tightly contested, on the brink of finishing a team off. Can they do the deed?
That's why I think Robin probably got to like the situation where her team's being tested right now, to see how much they've learned from last week's trials and tribulations against Kansas State.
We saw some sticky rotations at times last week for Hawaii. Not so much here in these 2 matches, but here is one of those moments where they need a side out if they want to try to finish the deal here in 3.
Castillo on the left. You'll see the hitting on the right. Skylar Williams will be in the middle. Good pass, I think will go to Williams.
Service from Coastal Carolina, Wahine Volleyball.
Bozdova getting ready to serve out of the timeout. Big serve here. Down the line it goes. Granato pops it straight up in the air. A cue. Bump sets Castillo from off the net. Off the block and out. How about that?
I'll tell you, Casey Castillo just saved McKenna Granato. Granato did not pass that ball well at all. Hawaii in a broken play out of system. 2 blockers up for Castillo. She found a way to get her 11th kill of the night. Good night for Casey.
Janelle Gong now with the honors here behind the service line. They rise at the SSC. It is Aloha ball for the match. And it's an ace! Janelle Gong. What a way to finish. As Hawaii takes it. Aloha for the second straight evening.
And I'm sure the Worsley brothers are doing jumping jacks right now. So happy for their high school mate. Janelle Gong, what a way to finish. Hasn't played much, redshirt last year. But what a way to finish the match tonight. She's got to be happy. The team is really happy for her, I know that.
So Hawaii evens its young 2018 season record to 2-2. The Chanticleers fall to 1-4. And more importantly, Hawaii able to close Coastal Carolina out in what was a much more tightly contested set number 3.
Yeah, they did a great job there, proving that they learned a lot from last weekend's faltering in set points.
All right, Scott Robbs is with Robin Amo Santos.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Robin, I assume you're happy again tonight.
I am very happy again.
You know, I thought your serving game tonight was outstanding. I know that's something you talked about going into this series.
Yeah, like I said, no lollipop serves. Take chances. We're going to miss some. We go back and practice, try again, but we got to, serve tough. Serve tough, try to get them out of system.
Another aspect were your middles. I thought both your middles offensively did a good job for you.
They did better tonight. Can they do better? Yes, they can. But they did better tonight. I thought they touched a lot of balls on the blocks. And, yeah, just make plays.
Next weekend, 3 matches in 4 days. What's something of emphasis you're going to work on in the gym this week?
Everything. But I think we're going to work more, like, a lot on the offense and possibly, with Angel and Noreen. Just getting Angel a little bit more, swings on the right side. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Happy Robin Amo Santos. Back over to you.
Hey, Robin Amo Santos smiling. The players, the team, they'll take that each and every time. Players of the match. When we come back, Janelle Gong banging the gong to finish the job here tonight. Welcome back. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. Annette Namath finding her form the back half of tonight's match. 9 kills to lead the way for Coastal Carolina, hitting 200 with 7 digs and a block. And McKenna Granato, double figures in kills once more. All 4 matches this season, she has reached double figures in that category, hitting 407 with 10 digs, so a double-double performance for the 3rd time out of the first 4 matches of the season. All right, next week, Hawaii will take part in the Outrigger Volleyball Challenge, Idaho, Portland, and San Diego State, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, respectively. CMAC, I give you the final word here.
3 very good teams next week. I'm looking forward to that. All 3 of those teams are formidable, and I think Robin Amo Santos is going to have her hands full preparing her team for next week. As far as this week goes, I'm really impressed at how Hawaii came out and played hard both nights, learned a lot of lessons from Kansas State losses, and I believe that Robin has got the team headed in the right direction.
Looked a lot more like vintage Rainbow Wahine Volleyball played here in these 2 matches than what we saw last week.
Absolutely.
All right, don't forget about the post-game show. But for now, for Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. We'll see you guys next time. Aloha from the Stan Sheriff Center.